And again, I have to stress this. The devs told me, but I will just from the goodness of my heart tell you as well. This is pre-alpha, and that means it is pre-alpha. As we can see here, so economy unimplemented. The world right now is very experimental settlements, wildlife, which is bunnies, wolves, bears, alpha wolves, chickens, deer, roe, whatever they're called. Like you have the red deer and that. Weapons and equipment, pretty good. Combat, very, very bare bones. Forestry, you can chop every tree and you can plant trees. Farming is very basic. Mining is just the game that shall not be named mining. Smithing doesn't really exist yet. Husbandry apparently exists. Didn't get to do that. Theming and lore, there's some cool lore pieces scattered around. Like think Lord of the Rings, like the where they go through the towards the large waterfall where the Numenorian kings are, stuff like that, like large hidden semi-buried statues. Pretty cool. This is so it is pre-alpha. It is closed in the sense that you have to be chosen to be in there. Well, chosen, it's a random chosen process. But since I was a closed tester before, early tester, I got access. So everybody could apply, but not everybody would get in. Ah, yes, queues. This is what we know. This is Siegecamp. Sorry. Better be a fully simulated ecosystem or heads will roll. Yeah. I'm gonna check if my coffee is ready while we wait in queue. I have coffee, which is good. I am so happy that I decided to get a Bluetooth headset. It's a very good noise cancellation headset. Like really good. But just the not having to put down your headset when having to go to the toilet or something, so good. So solo is definitely possible, at least the way it is right now. I'm not sure how that will end up once we roll into alpha and beyond. Battery life, 19 hours, brother. 19 hours, so basically an entire day. It's the Bose NCH 700? I think it's the 700. Let me check. I can't see that. Yeah. No, I always had... Well, the people who remember me from my Twitch days, I used to stream with speakers and not have a headset at all. And I switched to headset mainly because I just get annoyed with sounds. So I have noise cancelling headsets. It's such a good investment. If you get frustrated by like the little noises of your neighbors, like putting down their glasses, them walking to the toilet, shit like that, or slamming doors, yelling children, get noise cancelling headphones. If you have that issue with sleeping, get I mean, this is basically meant to be an Anvil stream, I know, but yeah, get earplugs, actual earplugs. like custom made ones, you'll sleep so much better. And if that doesn't help, there's always I'm not sure if I can do that. I don't know about YouTube's guidelines. Oil of a specific plant that used to be used in the Middle Ages to make rope. It's pretty good oil. So we can select a... this is basically a wild spawn. Wild! So we'll spawn here. I think we're going about there, but I'm going... okay, I made up my mind. I'm going to do it for myself. So, as in most games, WASD does, you know, run you around. Holding down the middle mouse button does turn your camera. For some reason, Siegecamp really, really, really loves to set the compass to not north. I don't know why. No, we have no idea when it will be released. Right now, this is pre-alpha. I'll have to stress that, but it's pre-alpha. So you can aim. The beauty is you can zoom out like quite a lot by using your scroll wheel, and you can zoom in quite a lot. There we go. So this is my player character. In the top left, we can see... Wait, this... Okay. So apparently... It switched from... There we go. Okay, back. So when... Okay, I'll have to put that in bug report. But yeah, we switched to 1920, 1200 again. Anyway, if you go into melee, you go into melee mode, combat mode, and that will slow you down. That is a chicken. He will run away, so we need chicken food to lure him. This is wheat seeds, so we're gathering wild wheat. You need to gather wild wheat in order to be able to sow wheat in your farm. So we have that. Tab opens your inventory. This is... I don't know. I don't see the names for some reason. This is the merchant. The merchant can sell us stuff. Now the important part. Berries, berry bushes. You hold down left mouse button to farm them. You get a fiber and you get berries. Now, fiber and berries are both important, and very important, and most important in the beginning, is branches. They look like heaps of, well, as you would suspect, branches on the ground. You can just hold down click the left mouse button, and it will start basically collecting them or gathering them. Once we have 10, which we don't, but once we have 10, we can make a workbench. A workbench can be placed everywhere. And with a workbench, you can turn branches into twigs, and we need twigs to make a gathering pit, and we need a gathering pit to start a town. That's a boar. I forgot to mention that while we were discussing wildlife, but boar will, well, attack you if you're not careful. As you can see, when I press M to open the map, is that we have fog of war, so you have to discover everything yourself. But if you zoom in, you can see the things that you discovered. So I can see the trader. No, what are you doing? Don't bring the wolf to me. Jeez, come on. Jeez, Louise. I need to skedaddle before I get attacked by the wolf. So yeah, you have... Fog of War is what I wanted to say. There we go. So we keep collecting branches, and trust me, early game, like very early game, before you really start your first town, the game should be called Branches. After that, it should be called Twigs. That's like the... Once you have it, well, have a town. Then it should be called Planks. And after that, I usually am doing a lot of farming, so... That would be called something that nobody will be... Well, the devs will not like if I use that word to describe their game. There we go. I meant, obviously, the thing that you use to work on your garden plot. Anyway, we have enough, more than enough branches, but preferably, so 10 branches to make a workbench, and then we need 20 twigs to make a gathering pit to start our town. That's basically what I meant, Giaza, but, you know, let's keep the devs on our good side while we stream the pre-alpha and not call the game that. But just seemed reasonable to me. So you don't really want to build on hillsides. You can, but it is annoying. There is a lot of things that you can't place. Now, these trees can be cut, so it's not all bad. I think we have... That's a wolf, isn't it? No, it's a horse. Foul. Okay, good. So we start a... let's see here. This looks like a good spot for a settlement. So first off, we're going to place our workbench. We press B to open our build menu. We select the workbench. Blueprint. This is just as in the game that shall not be mentioned. We put it... This can be outside the city limits, doesn't matter. So we place it here. You place it, and as soon as you're close to it, it says 10 branches required, and in parentheses what you need to build it. So right now, hands. So we hold down the left mouse button, and that will build our workbench. So once the workbench is built, just as in the game that shall not be named, we press E to open its menu, and now we can turn branches into twigs by simply clicking here. And if we click a gazillion times, if you have RSI, well, tough luck. You can turn your branches into twigs. So we can see that the workbench is turning our branches into twigs. In the meantime, we need to keep an eye on our food because you need to cook and keep your food replenished. Once we have 3, we grab 4 twigs. I wanted to grab 3, but I can't count. And we make ourselves an axe as well. For an axe, as you can see, we need... it's hard to distinguish the icons sometimes, but this is pre-alpha. So you click the axe icon, and you need 3 twigs and 2 fiber. We have 8 fiber and 4 twigs. Remember, the fiber comes from berry bushes. So if you pick a berry bush, you get fiber. In the meantime, we... make more twigs. Grab some of that. We make sure that we have 3 branches so we can make branches, not twigs. Like this is where it's not really complicated, but it's just a thing you need to know. The difference between branches and twigs, it seems to be not too big of an issue, but you can't make a fire pit with twigs, and you can't make a gathering pit with branches. So, you know, fire pit. Very easy structure, can be placed everywhere. 3 branches, make it by hand. Once it's done, we can do some Minecraft cooking type of deal. So we put in the berries, and we can either fire the fire pit with fiber, or we can do it with twigs, or with branches. I'm going to do it with twigs, which is kind of a shame, but at least it goes for 1 minute. Now, we have fuel for 1 minute, and our berries will be done in 20 seconds. Once the berries are done, you have to take them out of this slot, otherwise they will burn over time. So we have 12 seconds to do something else, which is not very long. It will, however, be indicated by the fire pit. If it is ready, there will be a dark smoke coming off. There we go. That means it's starting to burn, and we open it up, and we can grab our field bar. And once we did that, it will remove the black smoke, so it's cooking again, and we can see that it is cooking. We put some extra fiber in, so we'll burn the fiber to cook another berry. We come to our workbench, we right-click on the twigs, and that will just move the entire stack. A maximum of 30, that is, by the way. Then we zoom out, press B, and we go to our town category. No, we don't. It is in the house category, sorry. We select a gathering pit, and as we can see, this is a pretty big structure. So we need to kind of pre-plan this a bit so we're not in the way. I want it here. Build site obstructed. That could be because of me. That could be like it's not always clear why things are obstructed. We can do it here as well. I want to have a small town, which may or may not work. We place it here. It's fine. We can see 15. Oh, it's 15. Okay. I thought it was 20. It's 15. 15 twigs required. We use our hands, so left click will build this gathering pit, which is the basis of our town. Now, to get yourself pledged to a town, you need to come to a town. You can find those on the map by pressing M, and you will see a shield icon, and it says New Remnant Town. We can name our town later. But right now, the first thing you want to do to pledge to the town is build yourselves a hut. So B to go into the build menu again, and we select hut. 5 twigs. Remember, twigs are made from branches in the workbench. And we get a house. Now, here is one of the issues that we already mentioned to the devs. They are aware. There is a circle where you can build, and it's very hard to see. But there is a blue circle that ends here. Like it says, not within range of settlement, right? And here it is within. This is only an issue during the day and only as remnant. The ancients have a different problem. They have a orangey color, and they have issues during the day. The devs are aware. Again, this is pre-alpha. Things change. Take your time. So we are going to build a hut, not too close to our settlement heart, but also not too far away because I don't want to go too far. I love that everything moves with like the curvature. Well, not everything, but stuff moves with the curvature of the terrain, which means that we have more options. And we place our house. We hold down the left mouse button, and that will add the twigs to our house. And once the house is built, we press E to open it up. And in the hut menu in the actions panel, there is a nice button that says claim house tent. And you will have a private inventory of 3 slots. You can, well, that's not going to work. Wait, how is everybody getting here? Who claimed to house? Fucking hell. This is one of the downsides, the whole housing thing, because I don't have sticks, so I can't build a new house right away, so I have to make sticks first. But somebody just took my house, which is very weird, and I'll have to throw that in bug report as well, because that's just insane. Like, that's what you get if you try to explain things. Anyway, once you have a house, you can actually pledge to the town, which I can't do now. So this is very annoying, and I'm about to grab my axe. No, not to kill that dude. But how do you get pre-alpha access? You go to the Anvil Empires Discord. Maybe somebody can throw in a link, or I can find a link for you. And there should be in the there is in one of the channels is a place where you are directed to submit your submission for pre-alpha test, basically, and then it's a random chance that you'll be chosen. Now, I've been in the closed tests before, so... All right, we'll just claim it right now, and then we'll talk. Yeah. So I'm not happy because somebody claimed this, and I can see who it is, and that is Fanicky. So Fanicky said, I don't know, but he did. It's fine. I know Fanicky. It's fine. So with the gathering pit open, we can see that I am commandant. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't speak. I'm guessing it's Russian. Not sure. It's some Cyrillic. Could be Bulgarian, could be Ukrainian. I don't know. Anyway, we can see that there are different things. I am the founder. That is because I built the gathering pit. Fanicky is a cottager because he is the other one that pledged to this town. We can make him, if we hover over it, we can make him Thane. Eventually, if he does enough in the town. And Thanes have the option to remove things. Like, if I want to remove... Wait, I can remove the hut? Let me see if this works. Yes. No permission to dismantle. Yeah, okay, that makes sense, because it's not... So, okay. But about Thanes. So if I build something now, like a production building, so we need a lumber camp anyway. So we'll start a lumber camp around these parts. First, we clear out our workbench. You get full refund of dismantling structures right now, so we can just blow it up. Grab that. Grab the fire pit. Grab that. Ashes, we don't necessarily need it. We blow up the fire pit as well, so we have room. Press B, go into the lumber camp, and again, it's hard to see, but we'll place within the circle, because we need walls later on. We'll place our lumber camp, and the lumber camp is used to turn logs. Let me see where we place it. Yeah, let's do it here. Okay, we'll turn logs into either twigs or planks. There we go. The circle can expand. We'll get to that. We'll need planks for that, so we can't do that right away. But you can do it with town markers. Oh, settlement markers, excuse me. And if you place a settlement marker, you basically get the same circle as your... gathering pit has, and will extend that. But since you can only do it in overlap, right? So you have the circle. Let me see if I can get to a circle where we can see it. So our settlement right now has the border running here. If we now put a settlement marker, you get a circle with the same diameter. But since it is a circle, half the circle will overlap with the existing settlement. That makes sense, right? So you can only sort of extend like half at a time. Hello, Stanky. So we need more sticks, which means more branches. But there is an option for us. No, we don't, because we don't have the lumber camp yet. So we go search for branches. I have 14, but that is because I need to build a new workbench. So we built a new workbench. Like you'll probably see me moving and removing the workbench quite a lot, because yeah, VC is not working. Okay, yeah. Ooh, they already put the wiki up. Nice. I love those guys. That's good. So we go here. That's at least 4 branches, twigs. I should have put down. Okay, so you can. Okay, another thing to explain. Like I'm very much of the communal way of doing things, but you can set things to private, and if you set it to private, it will go into this bar, and that means that you are the only one who can take stuff out. Now, the whole idea of this game is that things are communal. So I like to be at least semi-working with other people, if possible, if they don't steal my hut. Would be good. Ooh, we have a trader here. Nice. That is good. All right. It's always good to have a trader. We have water. Let's hope that there are some fish spawns. There are. That is good. So that means we can start fishing later. The only downside is we are very close to the enemy's territory, which is here. Like this square and this bit is basically, yes, is where enemies are. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, we were doing more branches so we can build our lumber camp. Once we have our lumber camp, we can start... Hello. Now, the issue with zooming in during the night is that you might run into very nasty wildlife, and wildlife will freaking kill you, so you should be careful. I don't see any branches, but I still need branches. This is one of the downsides, especially early on when the server just opens. This will change undoubtedly later on, but there's a fowl, small horse. What did I want to say? Yeah, so everybody needs branches, so everybody is taking branches. Which means there are no branches left if you need them the most. So in the beginning, it's just like a gold rush for branches. That's 3. Still need more. Now, one thing with, so the reason that the founder and a Thane get the option to remove buildings, with the exception of houses, as we saw earlier, is because people can place things in your town, maybe in a spot where you don't want it, and at least that is a way of, like, see, people are already going personal. No, it's there is hierarchy. So there is a hierarchy, as I can show you. I am the founder, which means that I can remove buildings. And once people have, you have the status bar here that will like increase the more you do in a town, like cook and build and shit like that. You can become a churl. I don't know how to pronounce that. But then you can be voted to become a Thane. And if you're a Thane, you can remove buildings as well. I'll show you the map in a bit, but I'll need to build this first. There we go. Oh, yeah, by the way, tab opens your inventory. Then you click on the X to put it in your hands. You press tab to go out of your inventory. Press 1 to equip your axe. So there is no King Emperor. But this is all early access, so I wouldn't be surprised if you have like a faction-wide boss or something. So if I walk up to this building and I left-click, it will automatically turn my log into planks. But for now, I want to have twigs, and this is a bit finicky. But I use the birch-looking tree, so I have to click the birch-looking log icon to get twigs. So this will turn this log into 3 twigs. It's better to just find branches, but for now, we need twigs anyway, so we'll just do that. And I need planks as well, because I want to upgrade later. So for now, the hierarchy is not faction-wide, it is only town-wide. We need, what did I say? Fire pit. So we'll bring a fire pit here. So yeah, the idea is partially to get people to trade, which means like you don't have to be very concerned with the fighting or the raiding of the other faction. You can just have a town that makes stuff and trade with other people within your faction. We'll destroy this one because we don't need it. There we go. Semi-auto crossbows. Right now we have something called a scorpion. Let me show you in a bit. First off, I want a resource stockpile, 5 sticks. I'll just build it here. We can do it later. Yeah. Let's throw more in. There we go. We grab those out of here. Due to the medieval setting, do you expect or experience players being more inclined to RP than in the game that shall not be named? To which the answer is basically, for now, yes. But there's also people that really, really want to win already. So it's the sort of the same mix as in the game that shall not be named right now, to be completely honest. I'll have a look which VC he's in. Anvil. Hot mic. Hot mic. Never mind. Like there is like a gazillion people in, and that's good, right? There's nothing wrong with that, but it just makes things very hard to see. Like I don't mind that it's divided and stuff. That's all fine. That's all fine. I don't really care, but okay, we have planks. Oh, I need more stick too. It really, really I mean I'm not sure if I should tell the sad tale of the first clan that got at least some of their members banned in the very early tests. But yeah, they did. At least one of them got banned for alting in a closed test with 40 people. If I'm not mistaken, it's the guy that left already. I thought I saw him leaving a negative review on the Steam page already. That's dedication. Okay, that is not understanding what a closed test or a pre-alpha test is, Jason. Like, I get it being, like, I'm not the type to be a very sweaty player, generally speaking. I try to refrain from that. But I can totally get that you are. But if you are participating in a pre-alpha game like Anvil is right now, like, you just don't understand what you're doing if you're trying to win or whatever. What you should be trying, at least in my opinion, but this is biased, obviously, is you should be trying to help the devs by giving feedback what you like and don't like, what you think is wrong and what you think is good. And okay, if you try to like win the game by exploiting some things in order to test them, like you try it 3 or 4 times to be absolutely sure that it does what you think it does and you can replicate it. That's fine. That's fine. How many sticks do we have? What century? This is early to Middle Ages in a sense. The fighting right now is, it can be good. Like, doing shield walls is pretty fun. So if you're standing next to each other and you all have your shield out and you hold your shields in front of you, you get a bonus, which is really cool. We need more sticks, so I'll just make more sticks there. You can throw spears. There's bows to fire. There's a battering ram to ram down the enemy's gates and walls. There is a scorpion, which is like a ballista type deal, but fixed, that you can put on your walls that fires like large arrows. We have swords, spears. Am I missing things? Probably. I am an ancient bad person. I'm assuming that by ancient you mean my age, and by bad person you mean I'm in a nice white cloak pretending to be a semi-Roman. Yes, I am. No. So right now, okay, this is pre-alpha. It's a very, very small map, but the idea, the goal, is to have thousands or 1,000 players on one map. So not as in the game that shall not be named, but the idea is to more like Life is Feudal, even though you moved from server to server. What they want here is to basically it all be one server. So no border travel, no shit like that. You can use the wood cutting axe as a weapon. Let's not. But yeah, you can use it. It's not a great weapon, so you probably shouldn't, but you can. But yeah, I'm playing Remnant. Yes, sir. No. It's not. No. It has nothing to do with the game that shall not be named. Like, it's by the same devs, but it's a different dev team. So, okay, so we need walls, because as soon as we upgrade our gathering pit to tier 2, which is basically bringing our settlement 1 tier higher, wolves will basically start to circle our town. So we want to be building walls around and gates. So we'll start with a gate. At least put 1 twig in, and we start some walls. It all snaps pretty nicely. We can do stuff like this. There we go. Build walls. There's wolves, yes. So it really is a nice game mechanic. Like, okay, your town is good enough to be a tier 2 settlement. That means you get basically attacked by the wildlife. Mega Hotel, we try. Well, okay, part of the community in Anvil, or early community in Anvil, including me, tries to keep Foxhole out of this. Don't get me wrong, I love Foxhole. I do guide and tutorial videos for Foxhole. I play Foxhole a lot. I love it. But this is not medieval Foxhole. It's what people tend to think that it is, but it isn't. No, I do agree. Foxhole is awesome, and I love Foxhole, but people should not get the wrong idea and think that this is going to be Foxhole. It's not. Quite distinctly not. Sorry, I missed the one. But yeah, you need no, this is closed alpha. Sorry, Koopa Loop. It is closed alpha. So you need to have an invite to be able to get in. That would be stupid. Let's not do that. Let's put it here. Yeah, that's I'm not sure. It is dope, yes. The idea is pretty cool. I love the idea of the game. I need more coffee. But yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. I can't answer everything. And I have to reiterate that this is pre-alpha gameplay. This is nowhere near finished or nearly finished or anything like that at all. I need... So the reason I built several... oh, crap, yeah. Okay. Several gates is I want to be able to get out of my town as well. Oh, no, what I wanted. There we go. Build site obstructed. This is always a bit finicky and it is annoying. So we're good. You have to check like, oh, I can do it like this. There we go. Yeah, sure, you can. No, you can always ask. Like, if you, like, it's not my failing if I miss it, but, you know, I miss it. Like, they have a good foundation, at least. The settlement system is really fun. And you haven't seen, like, the real... there is a fort system, castle system as well. The central fire pit is not functional. No, that's right now. It is only what's the word? There's a good word for that. Visual only. That's not what I wanted to say, but that's what you get. Cosmetic. That's the word I was looking for. Cosmetic. There we go. Yeah. Words in English. That's a weird combination sometimes. More branches. I think I did make more twigs, didn't I? Yeah, there we go. I don't know, Giaza. I have no... Like, this is pre-alpha. We don't know where it goes. It's part of the fun part. You never know where things are going. Things might be here now and not be here next test. We don't know. Nomadic-like playstyle. Somebody last week played semi-nomadic. The downside is, like, you can build fire pits to cook food everywhere, but the amount of recipes you have available to you in the fire pit is very limited. You can build workbenches anywhere, but the amount of tools you can build is very limited as well. So, for instance, you can't even do fishing or anything if you're a nomad. What you could do, presumably, is a pledge to a settlement. And then go nomadic. That probably is a good idea. No, that's not what I wanted. Because then you can go to a town and make use of their facilities. To make tools and stuff, but you can also just be outside. One of the cool things is the night is really night. Like, it's really dark, and it's actually pretty dangerous to be out at night because of all the wildlife around. Yeah, I would definitely do that. Oh shit. I built the whole thing. I didn't want to. There are torches, yes. Hold on. But torches cost a relatively big amount of resources. Let me see. Torches are... No, not the standing torches. You need a workbench. I'll check in the workbench. Let's get branches first. I think it's 2 twigs and 3 fiber for a torch, if I'm not mistaken. But they work. Also, they added... or I'm not sure if it's still in, but I'm pretty sure they added the thing that... so there is roads, like pre-existing roads, right? So if we go here... we can see the pre-existing roads. We can build our own roads, but there's pre-existing roads as well. Wildlife tend to stay away from roads. That's at least what I remember. I might be wrong, though. So yes, your health is tied to your food. So in order to keep your health up, you need to eat. But just as in, well, in a sense, as in, what is it, Valheim? Is it Valheim? I think it's Valheim. You can't eat, as you can see, indicated by this tiny red icon. I just ate the berry thing, the berry wrap. You can't eat other berries. So you have to wait till this icon is gone, which takes quite a while, and only then can you eat berries, the berry wrap again. So you need to eat varied, but in order to eat varied, you need different resources like wild game meat, fish, wheat for bread, stuff like that. You can make soup, you can make omelets. You'll have to check the wiki. No, you can't. No, you can love my stream all you want. Unfortunately, I am not in charge of handing out keys for the closed alpha. Being a chef right now is very tedious, but it's definitely viable. It's very actually pretty necessary. If you want to have varied food, especially for a larger settlement with like heaps of people, last test we had 40 people in one town, I think. Build a hut. This would be so much easier if you could need 5 twigs and brass I'll build one for you. Because, okay, so if I build it for him, he can still pledge, but at least I get to get a hand in where it gets placed, right? Because, like, removing houses is very tedious. It's very hard. It's annoying. It's... If they are in the way... For instance, if you accidentally put it, like, on the edge of the settlement marker, you can't even build your wall around it. Really like the game, gives more depth already than the previous game. Yeah, no, it is very cool. But yeah, chef right now, the way it is, okay, so let me explain this differently. To get better recipes, or not better recipes, to be able to make better recipes like fish and bread, we need a hearth and an oven. And in order to build a hearth and a oven, we need access to stone. The downside of that, at least in last test, I'm not sure how it is now, is that the... hearth, the oven, and the fire pit basically only have one slot. So you can only do one meal at a time. And you have to babysit it, because if you leave it too long in the oven or the hearth or the fire pit, it will burn. So it's very tedious right now. That doesn't mean that it will change or it will stay, or like, you know, it's we don't know where it goes right now. We'll put one here. There we go. Applied for a test. Here I'm waiting for permission. The game is really cool, and it's already, like, I've been a closed tester for the longest time. Like, I was there when it was open test, when they really started the project, just after Red River. I've been in the closed tests ever since. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to tell this, but hey, there we go. It's visible anyway that I was a closed tester. I had like 120 hours in the game before the pre-alpha. This one launched. After cooking it, no. Some food decays. Your fresh fish will decay. Your common meat doesn't decay, but your boar meat and deer meat will decay. Your wheat will not decay. Let me think. Oh, I need more twigs. Yeah. So some food will decay, some food will not decay, but prepared food could decay. I haven't really tested it last test. We now have something called... let me see where it is. Where is it? There is a special place where you can store food, and it basically should keep it well. I forgot what it's called. But yeah. No, there is a well, at least there was a... Last time we tried, there was a limit of the amount of settlement markers. I forgot what the amount was. But there is a limit to how many you can do, yes. Yes, there are decay supplies. Yes, you've seen well. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 They're called... What are they called? I already forgot. It's called the food supply shop that makes them, and you have to put them into the supply hut to... Or it's the other way around. No, it's the supply hut that makes them, and it's the, yeah. Yes, they're there. But it's necessary. I mean, all the games that are semi like this that I played that are with multiple people, like things like Life is Feudal and Myth of Empires, there's always a system, whether it's G subs or M subs or offerings to the gods or something equal to that. There's always a system in place to prevent spam, in a sense. Wait, is Slippery Archer here already? Yeah, he is. Okay, good. So Life is Feudal had, like, you had a sort of statue that you had to offer to, like, it just, unfortunately, it is what it is. Like, things like that are needed. It's not nice because it's tedious. Yes, that's, I mean, what can I say? It is. Oh, we need a, I totally forgot. We need the, not the lumber camp, the toolmaker. Toolmaker. Because with the toolmaker, we can make, better tools, obviously. That's why it's called the toolmaker, right? We'll put the toolmaker. Let's see. So the lumber camp probably has to be replaced to there. But it's full, so we'll build the toolmaker first. Toolmaker. We'll build the toolmaker here. Let's zoom in a bit. Oh, yeah, that works. Yeah, that would suck if it is really, really... I can't remember. I can't show you right now. I'll show you in a bit. But as soon as you start making things like castle stuff, like there is, wait, where is it? This one, yes. So you can do like wooden arch, you can have barracks, you can have ballistas, you can have interior walls. Ah, that's what I looked for. The pantry. There's staircases. There's all kinds of cool stuff, but they require quite a lot of decay supplies, whatever we want to call it. Yeah. Right now, I really enjoy the game as, and I'm pretty sure you will as well. It's the grindy aspect of doing like the setting up of a town and just doing the coming and goings of a town. A city, like I've been parts of cities where like 10, 20 people were pledged and were like preparing for war and building castles and shit. It's it can be fun, but it's way more hyped up and everything has way more pressure and time pressure. And I like the chillness of just, you know, like tending to your farm, throwing water on your crops, then checking the chickens to see if they laid eggs and, you know, making some animal feed and going out for an exploring round, hoping you can find like a small horse, or get some branches or some berries. But it just like the game that shall not be named, it has something for different types of players. So it's not only for the people that like the grindy stuff. It's not only for, ooh, that's wolves. Let's stay away. So the grain is, I mean, I like the grain, but we're not getting it because I will get eaten by wolves. Which is kind of okay. I'll respawn at my home, but I'll have to grab my gear again. And we all know the MMO gear grabbing thing where you run out to grab your gear and then die again, so you lose more gear. So yeah. Ooh. Ooh, good. So we have a lot of this. We finished the thingy-mabob. Now we definitely need a weapon station as well. Please tell me I can build it here. I can't. I'm gonna try something. This might go wrong. But this is the beauty of the current system. You just get full refunds. Let's see if I can fit one here without... and still having the option to get my wall around. Okay, we'll blow this one up as well. How can you play this X2 gaming right now? You can apply for the closed alpha, because this is a closed pre-alpha, excuse me. And if you are allowed in or chosen to be in, it's a random choice process. You will be sent a Steam key and you can participate. For this particular test, that is basically closed. So today and tomorrow you're not getting in, but I'm not sure when they're going to look for new ones and start inviting new people. Wait, where did all my twigs go? Oh, I didn't have that many twigs then. Yeah, that's what I mentioned earlier. Like, he realized now that what he had was branches, not twigs. It's a bit confusing at times. You'll get the hang of it later. Yeah, so the issue right now, at least the last couple of tests, especially with more people that don't know each other necessarily, like most of the old testers know each other, right? We tested together, so we kind of know each other. But if you don't know it and people don't know what you're doing, they can build stuff at places where you don't want it. And as we saw with the houses, it's very hard to get rid of houses. You can get rid of houses. It's just not easy. It's always tedious. It's always like, you know, people start chopping down trees that you'd rather not have been chopped down. People forget to plant trees, yada, yada, yada. You have a lot of that shit. So there is an added stress to that. I need a hammer. 3 planks. It is really cool. I mean, it already changed quite a lot. I'm gonna grab a coffee first while I wait for my hammer. I'll be back in a minute. But yeah, overall, it is very... very chill. All right, let's equip our hammer. For the people who didn't see, same as in the other game, you click on the hammer. Well, it goes into your... you only have 2 slots. Basically, you have a 1 slot and a 2 slot, primary and secondary. Secondary is where your shield goes. Primary is where your hammer, your axe, your spear, stuff like that goes. Press 1 to equip your primary, and then we open the gathering pit, and we change it to a village hall. And all we need to do, as we can see, it nicely tells you we need wood planks and a hammer. And you'll see as soon as we finish the town hall, within, I'm not sure how long it takes, but in like within half an in-game day or less, wolves will start circling around our walls. That's why we need to wall. So it's, if you don't know the mechanic, you're kind of screwed. So you upgrade your town hall and suddenly there's like 10 wolves in your town. So but if you're with a good group, it is such a fun game. It's such a fun grind set to get into. Like 2 or 3 people are chopping down trees. 1 or 2 guys are running the logs back to the lumber camp. 1 guy is on cooking duty. You know, shit like that. It really is really cool. I'll say it again. It is all pre-alpha. I have to say this from the devs, but it's very important, I think, as well, that people understand. It is pre-alpha. Things will change. Things will change significantly. So there is no guarantee that things will stay the way they are, but what's there, even though they keep like downplaying and saying don't expect too much, it's actually pretty okay. And especially as far as a pre-alpha game goes, I've been in beta tests for games that were supposed to go out in like that were supposed to go out in like 2 months, had basically less gameplay than this one. So, yeah. Gyaza, I had this with the game that shall not be named. I had that I realized that it was the game that I never knew I wanted. Foxhole, I mean. Ich bin lustig. Ah, bist du lustig? I'm not German, by the way. I can go. I don't know if there is a frontline already. Probably is. Well, frontline probably right now it is raiding. No. I do agree. It's not going to be just a medieval foxhole. Yeah. Far away from other settlements. There we go. So if you die, just as in most MMOs, you drop your stuff so the enemy can take your stuff, all the stuff you had on you. I'm dying from hunger. That's never a good sign. But you get a marker on the map that shows you your death spot. So you will see like a skull with crossed bones, and that's where you last died. So you at least know well, where you were dying. So you can grab your gear. Eventually, it will take, I am pretty sure, the effort of more than 5 people. Well, depending on over which time frame we're talking, but yes. I think what they really envision is that it takes a really, really long time and a lot of effort and resources to actually kit out a soldier. Right now, it's relatively easy. I mean, it's not easy, but it's relatively easy. 15 planks. If we have 15 planks, we'll just upgrade that as well, because then we can go fish and build a hearth. No, we need a hearth first. Hearth. We need 3 stones, so we'll make a pickaxe. I need 3 planks and 5 fiber. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's name our town. I'm the founder. I'll name the town. So this is a cool feature. I really dig this. You can choose the name of a town as a founder. You do that. there is this action here, and you get a list of town names for obvious reasons, because we all know how internet people are with naming things. And you just get a list, and you get to choose that. So we'll cancel. Hold on. What names do we have? We have Crookedshire, Mist Hollow, Crow Hill, Iron March 3. So there's more people that called their town Iron March. Probably those. This is a bug. You can't see if they're outside thing. I think we're going like Remnants is based on Romans in a sense. So we'll go with a Roman sounding name if we have one. Like Oxkeep sounds good. Belstow, that is very Celtic, so that would be not ours. The same as all the Bloods. So Oxkeep, something like that. We're not a bridge, we're not a castle. Worsland, Worstow, Warford, Buckhampton, Buckberry. I like that. Boldwick, Boldfield. Allied settlement under attack. Oof. Yeah. Kelpie, we can't. It's not called Kelpie. The option to choose to stay civilian and still be effective in the game, like providing resources and tools to other towns. Non-soldier is going to be totally ineffective in combat. Not totally ineffective. If you have spears on you, you can throw spears at the enemy, so that definitely does some damage. But if the enemy is wearing leather gear, it's less damage, and if they're like fully outkitted in iron gear, it's very hard. Your best bet as a civilian is to just take your shit and run, basically. I do agree. What I would like is preferably, that's not going to happen, but like I would love if you keep your village out of the whole fighting. That's not going to happen. Like, you will get raided. Unless they figure something out. Stafford. Crookedshire. We can hear the wolves already. No, we'll go with Oxkeep. Let's ask if the rest is okay. Town. Everybody okay with Oxkeep as name? Wait, what did I want to make? Pickaxe. We need stone. Well, we can trade for stone maybe as well. Let's first fight some wolves. So we'll put those in. We'll put these here. Then we'll need to think about two. Like, you can't. Okay, this is also cool. You can't. Well, cool. It's annoying right now, but you can't take more than 2 spears. You will be over encumbered, so you can't just load up on spears. Not a part of the fighting and doing your own thing while still being able to trade with other factions. That would be cool. Ooh, no, I missed that wolf and that wolf. Okay, let's cheese the shit out of the wolves. Let's wait till he's stuck in the wall. And yes, there is a lot of jokes. Help me, stepbrother. Jokes, yes. Hey, Sama. There's a lot of people getting stuck in things. I need to clear out some wolves first. Let's do it. So I would like, I think Last Oasis did that. Like, if a clan owned a map, they got a percentage of all the farmed resources. But that also made it in their interest to actually protect solo players, because solo players would farm resources and they would benefit of the resources. Now, another cool thing, like, things are persistence, right? So I threw 2 spears. There are 2 spears here. I can pick them up and I have my spears again. Grab some wolf meat. Let's zoom out. Let's cheese this wolf as well. Hop, Mike, what are you doing? Why? What's wrong with people? Let's grab that spear. There we go. Yeah, something like that. Basically how it used to be, right? Like, as a medieval lord, you wouldn't necessarily raise an enemy's settlement to the ground, because that enemy's settlement would provide you with provisions. So you would keep them alive. You would probably ask... what's the word I'm looking for? Provisions from them, obviously. Yeah. No, I wouldn't suspect Vipers that is how it works. Did he grab it? Yes, he did. Okay, good. Yeah, sort of vassalize, yes. So... you know, you pay some form of protection, or like whether you want it or not. I mean, it's not really a choice. As a medieval town, you didn't really have a choice. You were just bullied in. Like, probably the lord with his knights came riding around and said, ooh, nice wooden house you have there. Would be a shame if it went on fire. And then he says, you know what? I can protect your house from fire. This is early to Middle Ages, so don't expect, like, too outrageous shit. Like, you'll see swords. You probably won't see crossbows, but, I mean, who knows? We have the Scorpion, which is a type of ballista, or at least a settled ballista. Okay, so we need to extend our town. We need 20 planks, all right? All right, let's first get all the logs in. I like firearms in anywhere where it's appropriate. Like, I'm not too fussed. I'll happily play a game like this set in, like, I don't know, Civil War American times sort of deal. That'll be fine. Don't mind. Where your town specializes in herbalism and can make potions and give buffs, like more stamina and whatnot. Okay, they stay neutral and provide. Okay, in a sense, that sort of is in. It's not potions. It's, like, different food gives you different buffs. I think somebody is dying at the door. Pretty sure he did. Yeah, there we go. He died. All right, there he is. There's 2 wolves. It's a good source of food, wolves. Nope. Close the gate. Close the gate. Open the gate a little. No! He's letting the wolves in. Don't do that. Oh, I accidentally hit. Oh. Yeah, so, okay. What he's doing, he's trying to, stab the wolves, but spears are throwing weapons, so he shouldn't. Spartane, you have to apply. There is a Discord server, and I think you can reach that Discord server through the Steam page as well. There is a Discord server where there is a where you can apply for a spot in the closed alpha. That should be it. That didn't hit him. I mean, I screwed up as well this time. I shouldn't be bitching at him, but I screwed up. Okay. Let's have a look. But yeah, you really have to throw your spear. Stabbing does way less damage than actually throwing, which makes sense, right? I mean, I basically did, what is the joke? Like, I don't have to outrun the bear as long as I outrun you. That's basically what you need to do, right? With wildlife in Anvil. No, applying does... No, not even close. There's so many people that want to get in. That's definitely not the case. No. Town. Just stand over the corpse and press E. Oh. How many people need to take down wolf with melee? Oh, with melee, don't even start with melee. I mean, you can start with melee if you want to, but you shouldn't. Like, seriously? You shouldn't. It will just get you killed. Like, if you have the option to even use a knife or an axe, do that. You can punch them to death. I mean, last test we punched with like 20 people a bear to death. But that meant repeatedly having to respawn, because it, like, melee with your fist, it's just... I mean, it's wildlife. I don't know if you've seen an actual wolf, but yeah, that's gonna screw you over. Sort of, yes. I haven't really timed it, but yeah, but it's roughly that, Ada. Yeah. Alright. We still have wolves, so as long as it's dark, we're not... I mean, we can go out. That's not an issue. The issue is trying to get resources and being focused on, like, chopping trees or anything. How many people? Like, seriously, it took 20 people or some... Yeah, I think it was 20 people to take down a bear with melee, and we had to repeatedly respawn to take it down. There is encumbrance, yes. You can see it here. There's a percentage here. There are 3 factions, of which 2 are playable. There are the Remnants and the Ancients, and there are the Pagans, but the Pagans aren't playable as of yet. I am a Remnant, which is basically the Roman-based or semi-Roman-based faction. So it's why we have togas. Yeah, even with a spear, I haven't attacked a bear with a spear for quite a while. It used to be relatively easy. You could cheese it, because as soon as it was hit with a spear, it would run in the direction it was facing. I think that's changed now, and you'll get charged. And, like, literally, if you're without armor, last time I ran into a bear without any armor, it's one strike of the bear and you're dead. Probably, yeah, around that, yes. Any luck on horses? So to make horses, we need a mill to make horse fodder, and we need cabbage seeds in that mill to make horse fodder. Then we can lure a, what is it called? Fowl? Fowl. We can lure it to our town, have a trough filled with food, and have it grow up, and then it's tamed. You sign up, if you go to the Steam page, there should be a link to the Anvil Discord. On the Anvil Discord should be somewhere a link to a form that you can fill in to apply for alpha testing. There are no guaranteed spots. So you apply, and it's basically sort of a raffle. They just randomly pick people that get to participate. As far as I understand, this particular test taking place today and tomorrow, both 6 hours long, is already full. So they're not not inviting more people to that. And there is already a huge list of people that want to get into the game. Voice fixed update just rolled out. Deafman said in game. So I need to relog. I'll have a look. Deafman, what did you say in Discord? Deafman did say something in Discord. Oui. Close notices. New client update has been rolled out with possible fix for. Please let us know if it's working. Do I have to? I don't know if I have to. Can we hear each other? Check, check. Like, it could be just a server-side patch, and it could be fine. Oof. Let's go back here. There we go. Oh, whoa! You're welcome, man. You're welcome. I have high hopes as well. I'm not saying that it will, but yeah, thanks for the super chat. I need to get used to that. I used to do Twitch. That's different. There we go. The game so far, it feels pretty good. It's I'm not sure how to describe it. It's full of promise. It has some interesting ideas that, I mean, since this is pre-alpha, aren't really like fleshed out yet, but you know, they're there. They're coming. I love, seriously, the sunrise and sunset give some very beautiful pictures. Unfortunately, the camera doesn't dip, but there are some moments where if the sun comes over the hill and shines in, it just feels very cool. Yeah. No, there are win conditions. I can actually show you. Destroy all enemy settlements. Now, I don't think we've spotted that many enemy settlements yet, but it doesn't really matter. Right now, what we are testing is basically, can all the people do basic tasks? So like building towns and stuff like that. Can we have all the people on the server at the same time? Does the server survive? Does the server work well? Stuff like that. So it's more, in a sense, it's more a technical stress test at this moment than necessarily a full-on gameplay test. We don't know exactly right now what eventually the win conditions will be. Right now, it's all relatively like simple, right? It's all the same. It's basically defeat the enemy and you'll win. But I'm hoping for different ways of winning, or at least participating without, like, I don't necessarily need to go to war. There's nothing wrong with war games. I like Foxhole. I like other war games. I like, for instance, the way that Elder Scrolls works. I like it. Elder Scrolls has the central region, right, where I think we'll, let's go here. Local. I think so. What was I saying? I forgot my my train of thought, but yes. A tab would be great for switching, because I have to go in. There we go. It works sort of as in Foxhole. You need to make food and turn those food into supplies, and the supplies will be put into a building just like you use the maintenance tunnel, and they will be used up by the buildings. So in that sense, it's basically the way it is implemented right now, which is very bare bones, is basically the same as it is in Foxhole. It isn't, but it kind of is, which doesn't make sense, but 20. I think it's with hands, right? Not Hans, hands. Okay, so like I said, you want to place this as far as you can. So I kind of have to. I don't want to, but I have to. All right. Let's take our makeshift wall down as well. And this one as well. Probably even the weapon station. Because you want to maximize how you place your marker. Oh, he's placing one. Never mind. I wasn't paying attention. I'll put them back. Yeah, it's sort of like the monument system in Life is Feudal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You sort of have to make. Okay, it's not cult offerings, but it's close to that. All right. I'll get more sticks and start expanding our wall as well, because we have the same issue with this. Really have to come up with something other than story. Yeah. No, I think it's what I would like to see personally is something that is like, you have the option. You can have like the civilization win conditions. Right? Like there is a economic win, there is a cultural win, there is, I don't know, religious win, and a military win, something like that. It isn't, well, okay, right now it just isn't, because you can't. Well, you can do war, don't get me wrong. You can definitely go to war right now. Not an issue at all. It's just, it takes so much time. You need to set up all your production. Like, you need plank production, you need iron production. Once you have iron production, you can start making swords, and you need leather production to make... You need leather production to make your armor. Like, there is a whole host of things, just like Foxhole. It's just not simply, okay, you just make supplies and it's done. No. There is like an actual way of getting intermediate materials, getting those intermediate materials to be real materials, yada, 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 yada. No, it's not trees, Gerard. I'm just assuming you're Dutch because it's Gerard. Could be Gerard. That's, I mean, I won't hold it against you, but if I see Gerard, I just read Gerard. See? Snavelaar! Hello. I don't know, somehow the Snavelaar does make me think of the Krullevaar. Annie M. G. Smit. Brutalilu. I hope you know what that is. And if you don't, I mean... Sucks to be you. Krullevaar, such a good character. Built by people, are there? No pre-built towns. Everything is built by players. It's the tagline for Siegecamp anyway. Like, no matter their game. Well, okay, that's not true. But Foxhole, anything you see, basically player built. Anvil, anything you see, player built. Ook Nederlands, yeah. We are going to start a farm right now, but we needed to room. So you can start a farm relatively early. The tilled field, which is what you need for a farm, is available at tier 1 settlement, if I'm not mistaken. But you generally, depending on how many people you have in your town, you won't have the space for your tilled fields. Which, depending on where you are, doesn't really matter. You can place your tilled field outside of the outside of the safety of your town. I wouldn't do it, but yeah. You don't. De krullenvaar. Annie M. Schmidt? No? Pluk van de pettenflat. The lispeltoot. Yes, we have hunger in the game. Actually, I'm probably dying again, am I? Yeah, I am. All right, let's get some food in. If people are on a raid, depending on what they have with them, they'll ransack anything, not even just your farm. Now, ransacking a farm, you can do it, but it's not. You can't harvest a farm. Like it's not like if you you can take the. Well, you can take the grain, the wheat off it, but then you need a scythe to actually do that. So that's basically doing. You can't just walk up the fields and just take that stuff. That would be cool though, but it's not right now. I need to leave him. I'll do that, Tom Scout. Hold on. I need to get some. I want to extend the town first. They'll probably just burn it or punch it or whatever, or probably even leave it be. Because to be fair, depending on what you're running with, like if the crop is nearly done, it is a blow to whoever is farming because you invested quite a lot of time and effort in the crop that's nearly done. Definitely true. But I'm not sure if it is really worth your time as a raider. You're probably just better off breaking the walls down and making sure that wildlife gets into the town. But I mean, tactics will change. It will depend on like how easy it is to get certain things, how easy it is to rebuild things, stuff like that. Difference with Foxhole gameplay wise, war is way less of a thing. Like it's about raiding, and if you really want to like siege an enemy, which is the whole point, you have to prepare and not prepare like a landing in Foxhole, because in Foxhole you still will have a front line. Here, there is no naval stuff. I mean, there's boats, but that's just to traverse. You can't really do much on a boat. You can do some things on a boat, but not much. Anyway, what was I saying? Hey, Marcus. So yeah, it's way chiller than Foxhole in that sense. Because like I said, the war is sort of going on, but it is like proper medieval war, which means there is a lot of raiding, but yeah, there is no... All-out war is very hard to sustain. Because the problem is, if you now die in Anvil while you're fighting the enemy will get your gear. That means that all the arrows you planned on shooting at the enemy are going to be the arrows of the enemy. Now, getting arrows isn't as easy as getting ammo in Foxhole, so it is like a way higher time investment. There is more, I think it's a bit more, wait, too close to enemy to build? That's weird. Hello, game? I can probably do this, just not... Oh, wow. Okay, we can cheese this system. Of course we can, yeah. Yeah, war is just... I think war is going to be, depending on how things turn out, probably is going to be really medieval in the sense that it's going to be... seasonal, in a sense. Like, it's not always going to be there. It might be the trader there. It's not the enemy. Unless we make that trader our enemy. I think that's the issue. Okay, let's turn this upside down. There we go. Grab it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That is the issue. All right, so we'll take this one down as well. Yeah, I think it is the merchant. It's what I realized. I saw the merchant and I was like, yeah, that's probably... It just checks, is it your faction? No, it's not my faction. Okay. That basically means it's enemy, right? So we'll extend this there. And then we'll grab that gate. We'll blow that up. I don't know if it's a bug. I mean, I think the trader, you can't just build on the trader. With good reasons, I assume. Like, because otherwise you would, like, incorporate the trader into your town and making sure that other people can't access the trader. That wouldn't be good. So basically we're extending the town, but you really need to be careful because we have a tier 2 settlement. Wolves will circle our city. And I should have built all these gates anyway. It is, yes, it's grindier than Foxhole. That is correct, Gerard. Yeah. At least right now. But that is the point, right? Medieval times were tough. Very tough. Everything took a lot of time. Everything took a lot of effort and a lot of people. And since food really, really plays a big role in this game, that's slowing down things significantly. Need to go? All right, see you later, Gerard. Right now, we're, yeah, we're kind of the Holliers, which is weird because we are basically the faction that's based on the Romans. So, yeah. No, there's no. Not right now. Would be great though, wouldn't it? Panoramics. We need more juice. Oblix. There are boar, so we can do that. And I think the pagans, which is the third faction that aren't playable right now, are the closest that would be to the goals, I think. I'm not familiar with feudal lords. I know that clans are going to be try-hard, salty people. Not all, obviously, but some clans will consist of people that want to win at all costs. And no sickness yet, other than famine, which seems to be basically everywhere. Oh, yeah. I'll update the game. Good point. So we'll... wait, what? Log off. Yes. And then close the game. We'll be back in, like... we'll do this. It's not in 15 minutes, but I need to wait till the update is done. In the meantime, I'll be making... So the other faction, so we have, okay, let's just go like this. It's fine. So we have we can see it once we restart, which is basically now. I need more coffee, by the way. So I'll be making more coffee. Anyway, we can see if we play and we connect, we can see the ancients. So these are, I mean, this is sort of Celtic, maybe, and the pagans sort of Viking-ish, but we're not entirely sure. Well, the pagans in, like, they live on the Isles, so that would make them more Viking-ish. These shields kind of suggest Celts-ish. Yeah. Yeah, it's something like that. And the remnants are basically the Greeks/Romans. And they use Netscape because they have the Netscape icon for some reason. I don't know why. Can you hear me?
Testing.
Wait, you can hear me?
Testing.
Local.
Okay, good.
Options.
Right. Can you please get to like Discord voice channel, like, so we can talk even though we're kind of remote?
Local. Ah, the mill is here. Yeah. The mill is very important. I'll have a look where he is. But if he's... Like, the issue is it's probably going to be Ancients E... Remnants, D, Punisher, Robin, okay. Hot mic, there we go. All right. Yeah, I should be here. There we go. Hold on. I'll set my mic to push to talk because I'm currently streaming on YouTube. So you guys don't have to hear me answer all the questions constantly.
Yeah.
Push to talk. There we go. All right.
Right,
yeah,
so
I'm on push to talk now.
The current strategy to acquire wood is just to make a lot of bread, and then in exchange for bread, we get silver, we get stone.
Yeah. I was planning on at least making a pickaxe and go look for the wild stone spawns, but then we need the stone cutter as well, right? That's gonna suck.
Yeah, we need the stone cutter. I mean, stone cutter's 25 planks. I got enough stone I've gathered enough wild stone to make the hearth with like 3 stone bricks.
Mm-hmm.
But I would need the stone cutter to turn them into the bricks. And then with the hearth, we can turn all the boar and deer meat from hunting into money.
Yeah, so
buy more bricks.
yeah, okay. Let's make more planks and get the woodcutter going, right?
Yeah, we need 10 more planks in order to make the stone cutter.
All right, I'll go chop some wood. After I grab an axe. I've
slowly been hunting stuff to build up the meats we'll be cooking.
Nice. Yeah, good. Put down the...
Where's the stone cutter?
We don't have one made yet. It's let me figure out where to put one.
If you can get rid of this storage with the fiber, maybe we can place one near the entrance here.
All right, I'm gonna go out and get more cabbage seeds.
All right, yeah.
Just looking at the size of like the stone cutter building, it doesn't look like you'd have to get rid of both all 3 storage bins in order to actually fit one.
Let's see if it works. Let's just see. We can rebuild it. We get a full refund anyway.
You can just grab like the stone cutter blueprint just to see its size, figure out where you want to put it.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Requires a hammer.
Of course it does. Jess! Hello, Octavia. Wait, what do you want? You want me to call... I don't know, Jess, what do you want me to call you? Octavia or Jess? Just let me know. Anyway, yes, I don't pay really attention to how many viewers I have, but yeah.
Also, it would be nice if we can get like sword and shield so we can easily kill some creatures.
Yeah. Hold on, I need to eat. Good point. I need to eat. What's this UI? It's pretty good UI. I mean, it's pre-alpha. I need to reiterate this as many times as I can. The devs ask me, I'll do it. It's pre-alpha. And I think it is very important for people to understand that this is pre-alpha. So things are in flux. Things are not definitive. Things will change. Game systems will change. Everything will change, basically. Yeah. There are some issues with the UI, but that is to be expected. My stance these days on games, especially like games that are in active development, they shouldn't pay too much attention to the UI. Yes, it's nice to have a good UI, but when you're in the process of like changing game mechanics around and stuff like that, like putting too much effort in your UI, I'd rather have good game mechanics in a good game than a good UI. I am a designer. I love UIs. I love great designed UIs, but when I'm gaming, I'm mostly gaming for the game. So yeah. Foxhole dead? No, Foxhole is very much alive, but this is part of their development team. No, that's not true. They have a different development team and part of the Foxhole development team working on
the branches
Anvil.
spawn inside the town.
Yeah, it's why I chose this town. No, that's not true. It's not why I chose this town spot, but you know, I'll tell that to everybody to seem very intelligent.
Let's see.
But yeah, Foxhole is not dead. Foxhole is still in active, like it is in active
Either the
development.
people has already looted all the cap seeds that I'm aware of, or they haven't spawned in yet.
It takes some time for them to respawn again, so yeah.
Well, that was kind of debunked that the recent cabbage gathering didn't go well.
We so in a sense, everything is player built right now, Reshove. So like there is no
to make bread, we have to take this wheat to the mill. The mill makes flour, then flour to the oven, right?
Then you'll need
yeah. If we have the mill, because I see chickens here, that would be good if we started a chicken coop as well.
Yeah, we can make a chicken we need to make a chicken feed.
Who has an axe? Because we're going to need more wood.
I have an axe, and there is one axe in the workbench still. So we use clothes and armor. It's not called uniforms because you know this is medieval era. So yeah, chickens. That would be good. So the so everything you see there is stuff that we made. So all the walls, the houses, all the production buildings, that's all player made. Same goes for all the tools, all the food.
Or are they,
I think they're still like a teenager phase. Wait until they're like fully grown so you can get their seeds.
Wait, what are we talking about? The trees?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all the trees around the town right now are all fully grown. I haven't planted any trees, so they should be.
I planted the trees. Like,
oh, I see some.
Ago.
Okay, I see some. Yeah. Wait, what did you say? You planted them 2 days ago?
2 days ago, yeah.
I don't know the current growth rate of trees in the game.
Me neither.
No, you don't spawn with an axe. So in order to get an axe, you want to make a workbench. To make a workbench, you need branches, and branches can be found lying on the floor. Let me see if I can spot some branches for you. There we go. So branches look like this. Like, well, basically a heap of branches. There we go. And if you press B to open your build menu, you can make a workbench. And if you have a workbench, you can take these branches and turn them into twigs. As soon as you have twigs and you have fiber, and you get fiber by picking berries, and berries look like this. This is the berry bush. You just left click. That gives you berries, and you get 2 fiber per berry bush. Sort of Rust. I'm not too familiar with Rust, so I can't really compare it to that. I would love to tell you that, but I just can't. But But yeah, it's progressive. So you get like, in order to make a hammer, you need a tool maker. And in order to make a tool maker, you need planks. And in order to make planks, you need to have a lumber camp and put the logs into the lumber camp to make them into planks. Once you have the tool maker, you can make the hammer. Once you have a hammer, you can upgrade stuff. It's all kind of progressively. So, wait, where's the workbench? Over there. So workbench. Here you have the option, like you can make twigs. That's turning the branches into twigs. And if we hover over the X, we can see that we need 3 twigs and 2 fiber to make an X. Now, I don't have enough, and that is because the twigs are in the inventory. So you need to have them in your own inventory, not the inventory of the workbench. But yeah, there we go. Yes, we do some form of M-subs. They're called supplies here. We need to set up that whole thing. Yet. I'll open it. There you go.
Thank you.
This gate you should be able to open from the inside when you're on the cart.
And I'm gonna have to end up going in a moment, so.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Not an
Yeah,
issue.
that's fine. By the way, I found more wheat seed.
Nice. I put a bunch of wheat seed in the town hall when we started. Did that get used already?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah.
How else do you think I got the seed in the plot of field to begin with?
I don't know. Maybe you just found it. Could be, right? All right. Food. There we go. So the food system, again, is like Valheim. So your stamina and your health are based on your food as well. The difference with Valheim, at least last I played it, is in Valheim you can't die of hunger. In Anvil you can die of
There's
hunger.
like tree seeds that need to be planted.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I'll go plant some seeds. Let's just plant them on a side so we know which side we planted them on. So I'll go to the south, I think. Yeah, I'll plant to the south.
Anyone have a hammer?
Yes, I have a hammer. If you come to the ash thing, I'll... Ah, there you go.
Actually, where did you want me to put the stone cutter? Because we got enough wood for it
the
now.
stone cutter. Wait, where did we do it? We changed the stuff around, so it's going to be around here where I'm standing. So in this corner, like next to the door. It's a bit finicky, but you should be able to fit the blueprint just about. You have to turn it a bit so that it's parallel on the wall. Otherwise, I can try to place it.
That good enough?
There you go. Yeah. Perfect. You have to constantly craft and forge and stuff because things need to keep going constantly. So let's plant some silver honey seeds. You equip the seeds, you left click, that gives you the blueprint. And now you can see it says invalid surface because trees need to be on the correct soil. Which is something we don't I haven't really figured out how to see which one goes where, because there's not really an indicator. But one thing you really want when planting trees is make sure that you remember where you planted the bunch of trees. Because there's 3 stages. You have seedlings, which are very small, like really small. They're very obvious. So you're like, okay, yeah, that's definitely a seedling. But the juvenile and the adult tree are very hard to distinguish, at least for me, unless you see them next to each other. But if you cut a...
You see that like weird stone node to the north?
Juvenile,
like, that,
you
like,
don't get
mineable
seeds
or
to
not?
plant. I don't think it is.
I'm not sure.
I don't think it is, but you can try. Just build a pickaxe.
Can I borrow your pickaxe?
I don't
wanna
think
make
I
a new
have one. Just make one in the
Wait.
toolmaker.
There you go.
Thank you, Slippery.
It's they sort of mentioned it in the development stream where they announced a whole new maintenance thing with the self-closing gates for 0.52 that the
I want to have enough for the hearth in a second.
Nope, this one that is not. That's unfortunate. Right, here's your pickaxe back.
Can you hold on to it for a
we
second?
have we have an enemy camp straight to the south over the river, just so we're aware.
As long as they don't build the bridge, fine.
Yeah. Well, they have boats, so they might start swarming. Like, armies will be far more dependent on crafters and gatherers. Yes. So it's like supplying a front line, in a sense, is not as easy as in Foxhole. You don't just drive a truck full of a gazillion of supplies. Like, supplies really take up quite a lot of space.
You know, as soon as we can get like fertilizer up and running, that better.
If you die, your gear basically goes to the enemy because they can loot your stuff.
I got the ash for it. We
need a horse dong on top of the ash.
Naval invasions right now aren't really possible. Well, you can have those rowboats and do that. I really need more of these, but it's not really possible. So this is one of the downsides. Like, I just want to build a nice town and just, you know, make stuff. The enemy will probably try to raid this. They'll raid it, and I'll basically go Alt F4 and say, fuck this shit. I'll either go join a large town or not, but yeah. It's like having a good system where it is viable to say, okay, I'm not participating in all the war shenanigans would be freaking awesome. Again, it's early days. I know they're looking into ways of...
I might have to go in a second. I'm just gonna...
All right.
See if
they're looking into ways making it more than
right.
just a medieval fight simulator thing. So, you know, it's going to be fine. But yeah. Horses, you need to tame them. Or, well, it's not really taming. You need to have fodder for them and then have them grow up to an adult. And once they are adults... you can ride them. But that takes work, so we need to make the mill. With the mill, we can make horse fodder. Once we have horse fodder... that's 10 planks. Once we have horse fodder, we can lure a horse and feed the horse. So that's how we basically get horses. I need to get more of that going, so... I'll go chop some trees. Need food as well. Yes, so I am all for that, Bannon, for paying tribute, but we also would need a system that at least semi-enforces them to abide by, okay, the tribute was paid, we're not going to ransack.
I think we need to upgrade our weapon station and then the mill.
Yeah, no, just upgrade what you think needs upgrading. You don't have to wait for my permission or anything.
You know, I forgot about.
You guys.
I looked at the clock wrong. I'm still good for about another 20, 30 minutes.
Nice. Yeah, so right now that is basically the thing. There is some form of observation tower. It's called the beacon tower, but it needs to be constantly fueled in order to see things. I haven't used them in quite a while.
Let's go have that cook. Oh, we got our first thing.
But yeah, Bannon, no, like I said, I really like the idea of like just saying, hey guys, we'll give you, I don't know, 20 wheat and just leave us be. But like I said, it needs to be sort of enforceable.
I get you 10 stone bricks for 25.
I have played multiple MMOs where sort of those systems weren't in place.
I'm just talking about like if I want the stone bricks right now for the upgrade.
And they were kind of
upgrading what?
Hold on.
The tools shop to weapon shop so we can get swords and shield.
A bit voice and video.
What does it take?
20
5
wood, and
stone
we have 5
bricks.
stones we
There
do
we
not
go.
have.
So I can hear myself think. What I wanted to say. So I've seen it in Lost Oasis. I've seen it in Life is Feudal. I've seen it in other games as well. People come up to you and they say, hey, if you pay us, I don't know, 20 gold, we'll leave you be. You pay them 20 gold and then they club you to death and steal all your shit. Which, hee hee, ha ha, is funny. We're all like, we're all fucking juveniles and pubescent, pre-pubescent teens who, hee, we did the funny. But it needs to be a viable system. Like, there is no point in paying ransom or whatever you want to call it if you're going to get stomped anyway. Yes, this is the new upcoming game. Pre-alpha, I have to reiterate this. Otherwise, I'm not allowed to stream this. This is pre-alpha. I think I just got a fucking juvenile. No, I got a tree. Okay, good. Yeah, no, it is, but it compared to early phase Foxhole, I wasn't in Foxhole in the early stages. I was there when it came to Steam. But it has more gameplay, at least in my mind, than Foxhole had when it came to Steam. Yeah, something like that. Or at least that is something that Last Oasis tried to implement, like I said. So Last Oasis, if a clan controls, there is a special thing that you can make that will control the map. If you control the map, you get a percentage of all the resources farmed. But that also gives you an incentive to make sure that all the people that are farming on your map can farm in peace, because if those people have to fight, they are not farming, which means you're not getting your taxes. So a system like that, and possibly a bit more strict system, because I'm not sure, like, they can have raised my entire town before the king's people can respond,
There's a
right?
random enemy.
On our
Where?
side.
Never mind, he's getting eaten by a wolf. Yeah, he's on our side of the river.
Good.
How you got here?
I don't know how he got here.
They have boats. They have boats to the south. They have that camp, and they have at least one boat.
No, he didn't. I don't think he saw the town. He was. When I encountered him, he was a bit past the bear den.
Oh, but they have a separate team for this. So there is like it's not 2 people or something. It's like multiple people actually working on this. A couple of the people that also worked on Foxhole are either transferred over or work on both. For instance, the art lead of Foxhole, Adam, is also working on Anvil, which is something I'm very happy of, because I'm an Adam fan. Wait, that sounds weird, but I am. Non-aggression pact system where the agreeing towns go and cool down. Where, yeah, something like that. But something like that, I think, will crystallize out anyway, right? Like I'm pretty sure I'm not the only player that just wants to have his town and exist in this world, and if I feel like it, maybe fight. It's why I love the Elder Scrolls system quite a lot. Like, it's not comparable, but the thing with Elder Scrolls is if you don't feel like doing PvP war fighting, you just don't go to Tamriel, right? You just stay outside a new quest. Where you're not safe, obviously. But yeah, I think a system like that would be nice. So instead of... that's what a lot of games do. They have like the noob regions where there's basically no PvP, or at least something against PvP or something like that. But yeah, we just need I think a good system. Because it is how the Middle Ages worked as well. Like I said, you would invade with your army. You would come to a town and basically, like, ransacking and burning the town to the ground is fun for 2 or 3 towns. But if you're serious about doing something, you're probably better off just ransoming them. And then squeezing them, but making sure that they still survive. Because that means you can ransom them again next season, right?
The name of the town, we're like... We should have done this a while earlier.
The family visit, it was a weird one. I really wanted to do a video I mean, I'm ending up talking about Foxhole, but it's fine. I really want to do a video with some train footage. I've never done large train footage. And I was doing it, and I was doing an edit of just like a fun train ride. I wrote a WOL train. And it somehow made me think of the song by Moby, Pale Horses. That's the song I used in the video. And I changed the entire edit and basically made it like that. And I was like, you know, sometimes things change under your hands. Well, that's not true. Always.
Hey, Free,
Yes?
can you set the name of the town, please?
Wait, I didn't? Okay, let me.
I know, it's still New Remnant Town.
All right. You guys okay with Oxkeep, or do you want something else?
Anything related to food.
Anything related to food. So Oxkeep would work. Well, Oxkeep it is, because it's the only one that's even remotely food related. We got a... oh, never mind. I'm AFK for a bit. I need to make some coffee.
Because we got like seeds, and seeds is not doing anything for us.
Just be aware, boys, that your voice is also on my stream. So just...
that's fine.
Yeah. I forgot to mention it.
Enemies. Enemies at the gate. Enemies at the gate. They're
the
throwing fire. I just murdered one.
Like, this is what I mean. I don't like this.
I just hit him straight in the face with a spear.
I don't want to do this.
We throw our spears over the walls.
Yeah, I was about to build towers. Never made it to... Did it make it to do towers? Don't go out. Don't go out. Just let them suffer.
Oh, there's even more of them showing up.
I hate this.
Wow.
Like, seriously, I hate this. Like, this is just... I mean, it's part of the test. I get it. No. Oh, be careful.
They're rushing at you.
Don't open a gate. Don't open a gate. Don't open a gate.
How are they sprinting?
Cheesing things, obviously.
Oh, fuck, I forgot to drop my stuff.
That guy's got a spear. He's trying to aim it up.
This is why we need, like, swords and shields right now.
This is why we need a system where I can buy off the fucking attackers and just be on my day and just have a farm.
Another one showing up.
Yeah, there's like 10 right now.
At least we got water.
Oh, they're burning the gate down.
I got the water. Get the water.
I accidentally hit the wall with that spear instead of dude. Oh, gate's down. They're inside.
We're slowly running out of weapon.
But this is what I mean. This is not... I mean, we're close to the enemy. The enemy is basically spawning here. I get that, but I just wanna... You know.
Wanna go, bro?
Just why can't I just live in peace? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna make some coffee.
I'm murdering them as fast as I can. There's just so many of them.
No, get the water and take out the fire as quickly as possible.
Ah, I
If you
just got
put out
spear.
the fire, then they have to leave. Like, there's nothing for them to do if they're out of torches.
I'll just do water as well. All right. come on, just... Oh, I forgot. Every time you die, your health goes down, which means that you have to eat when you respawn. No, there's 2 factions, yes. That is... No, I do agree. You can't really live, but that's why I want to be able to live in peace. I need hope.
It needs like 1 more water bucket and then it's good.
Fuck! Someone just blocked it. He just blocked my water. Right, let's get the fucking sword and shield next time. We need them as soon as possible. We should have them as the highest priority.
Dury just unlocked tanks? Of course he did. Was about to. Come on! I don't want to open the fucking...
Okay,
God damn it.
that weapon doesn't put people... Their weapon is not putting them on cooldown.
I don't
BS.
I don't want to open the stone cutter. I wanted to punch somebody. No, so spawns are random, but within your own realm. So the others spawn in this area if they wild spawn, if they don't have a town. And we spawn in this area. I just expected to be relatively safe here. I wasn't. It's okay. I just really want to fight. No, not fight. I just... we'll get that. Oh, the one thing you really need to remember is sprinting. When you sprint, you have to recharge your sprint, which is annoying. So your best bet is to just keep sprinting and really put distance between you, because if you sprint like a short distance, you can't sprint until it's recharged. Now, sure, if you sprint longer, you have to wait longer, but you also have more room.
Fire's up, but we no longer have any weapons.
Just pick some shit from the ground. I mean, in the end, I think we should have built more north, because this is way too close to the river.
They're stealing our stuff.
Of course they are. Why wouldn't they?
I mean, they're stealing our carts.
Yeah. I'm not sure what you want me to do about it, man.
That's the fact that they have no armor on them. Like, if we had sword and shield, we could have easily pushed them out.
Yes. Should have,
But
would
we
have.
didn't because
Yes, we
just
didn't have
weren't
it.
prepared for them.
Yes.
Bloody raiders. At least they have no more torches. None of our stuff is on fire anymore. So, whatever stuff they have right now, it's all they have. So either they fucking leave as is or just fucking annoy us. And honestly,
They'll probably annoy us because they're that type of people. I mean, what we need to do is just eat their boat. I'll just leave him there. He's going to die. Get him! Thank you. So this is why I say there needs to be either a way to pay them off or a way where it is detrimental for them to burn the entire town. Like, it's fine. Like, I do agree there needs to be a way for them. Like, the raid itself is not an issue. It's there is nothing really stopping them from
Still
tearing the
running
whole
around
thing
outside.
down
Gate right now.
for no other reason than for the heck of it, right? Like, there isn't. There just isn't. Like, they can just do it if they want to. Like, there's... And that's just annoying. So again, like this is pre-alpha, right? Like this is why we're here. We're here to give
Gate is
feedback.
up and
We're
running again. They're all bogged off now. Let's try to repair our stuff. Also, in the over here is where all your tools are. Right, so they only stole like a card from us, which is
I tried to. I'll bring the card back.
we got 42
'cause
planks.
it's still there.
We got 42 planks, which is not bad.
No, we're not. I mean, we just died a bunch of time, which means we just lost a lot of spears, probably, right?
I'm gonna
So
start repairing.
again, it's like in Foxhole. I don't mind the partisaning. It's the mindless
Our tower was at
partisaning that doesn't serve
95%.
any purpose. Like, things need to serve a purpose. Raiding should serve a purpose, and conversely, there should be a reason to stop your raid. Like, the only reason they stopped now is because they didn't have any torches anymore.
Honestly, if we had I don't know, like the problem was that there was a huge amount of distance between the water and the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, we might have to build another well. I'm just, I don't know where our cart is now.
We have enough wood planks to set up another well. If we
Oh
want
crap,
to.
I forgot wolves existed. Fuck me.
They stole all of our meat.
Our food, they have not stole our berries.
No,
I think
they
stole
stole
all
all
the meat we
the
had.
yeah.
They did not steal the berries, they just stole our meat, which is what if.
Yeah, but like right now, because the overall objective, well, the only thing to really win in a sense is just destroying everything, right? So you're actually better off destroying
Yeah, they were the raiders from just across the river.
the whole thing.
They have a camp and a town over there.
It's not like I said that like 20 minutes ago. But it's the one thing that always, this is the one thing that always keeps me away from things, from most MMOs actually, is
Crate of spears.
there is no reason for other people to not just kill you. Like, there is no good reason to keep you alive, and
Where the hell can I put the
I think we need that.
repair materials if I cannot store them? Fuck, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something like that. There needs to be an incentive for them to not do it. Maybe an incentive for them to threaten to do it, like if you don't pay taxes or something like that. Yes.
Oh, wait, I can put
Yes.
them in the chest. Why
Because
not?
I feel, just like partisaning in Foxhole, it is an
We got two
integral part.
wolves
I
right
think
outside of
raiding
our
will be
home.
an
We
integral
can
part of
sort them
Anvil
out.
as well. But yeah, like we all tend to agree, or at least seem to agree right now, you guys in chat and me, it's like just a willy-nilly full-on destruction because we can, which is very rife in any MMO, and I think we all know that. It just, I don't know, it always turns me off of any game. Foxhole has that issue sort of dealt with, semi-dealt with the AI things. Which I don't know. I don't think there is a good way of doing AI in Anvil, to be completely honest. Maybe there is. I can't think of it. Stop playing PvP Arc because it's not the lost resources. There are lost things that took months to breed. It's the pointless violence of just stomping and breaking everything because you can. And
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Did they also store our seeds? The seeds for our trees?
they probably did, yeah.
No, they did not. Okay, good. We still have seeds to our trees.
Oh no, I do agree. No, it's good that
Oh, yeah,
this
no,
shit
they're
gets
building
tested.
something big over there. They're building like one of the fort walls along the river.
Can you place it on the marker, please?
Yeah, they'll just try to. Well, I don't need to land on their side. Being completely honest.
And they're building one of the fort walls alongside the river.
I mean, the issue is just we're very close to enemy territory, right? That whole everything across the river is like prime enemy territory.
We're close and we're poor.
Yes.
Because whilst we're like a group of 3 that
Oh, we have
was-
archer towers, but not AI, so
that was
we
a
can
full
build one.
raiding party where they had about like 5.
Remember,
Yeah, they
they
had about,
could
like,
have easily
6,
been
7.
thwarted if we have sword and shields.
Yes. Or if we had knights stationed here, or if we had 20 people living here instead of 3. But
I mean, I did
we
take
don't.
down 3 of them by just chucking spears over the walls and chucking spears into them when they broke in.
Like, I don't want to be that guy. But this is what happens in Foxhole as well, and
Spear not a
I'm
bad
guilty of
weapon.
this as well, and in any other game, right? You go like, yeah, we should have done this, or we should have gone for that, or I told you, yeah,
Let's see, how
but you
much
know,
stones
that's
do
not
we have? We
it's
only
not-
need like 5.
not helping
stone.
us, is it? Like, I know that this would have gone completely different if we had full armor, sure. This would have gone completely different if we had a tank as well. Like, again, I get the frustration, and I'll probably be the same as them, but I don't know, it sometimes gets on my nerves. You can defend the town actually
There's definitely
not relatively simply, but you
a
can
lot
do
of
it.
them
You can
across the
build
river just based on
towers that you
sounds.
can stand on.
Place on the marker. I don't know where the fuck are you talking about.
How do I place down a map marker? Oh wait, I got it. 1 second. They have.
The problem is we
a-
need planks for the towers. And I don't like it's okay. So it is a vicious
they have
circle, which is a harder circle for the
encampment
attackers, to
there
be
across
fair.
the river,
But every time you die, you lose
and
health
then
and food, so you have to eat more. And if we
they
didn't get
have
time to
a
eat
thing-
every time we respawned, so that is annoying. But yeah,
like there, which they're building up with large fort walls.
but it's good that stuff like this get tested, and you know we get to say at least that's the beauty of playing alpha or the wolves. Pre-alpha
Whoever's
test
across
is
there
at
is-
least I can give my
has got
feedback
a
and
decent
say
enough
I don't like this.
manpower force to
Like for me, it doesn't have to be fully
very well along the way to having
fully
like a large
fully
proper
peaceful.
fort.
Ah, damn it. Yeah. We needed these wolves when those guys were attacking. People have enough time to build. I expect this game to become meta of lawyer defenses, like 4 rings of walls and tower. The issue with that, Forian, is your upkeep will be freaking insane. Also, like fortress towns are very wide. So let me show you. Fortress walls are like this. Like you can build them very high. They cost a lot of planks. That's why we don't have them right now. But yeah, so 4-layered, you don't have the space to do that. It's quite simply it. Yes, you can get offline rated. There is, I mean, it's all pre-alpha, so, you know, could go all kinds of ways. Like, a lot of things already got changed over the course of, let's say, the last year? At least. It is what it is. I've been on the other side. I've been on a raiding party with like 30 people, and we stomped the shit out of the enemy. I didn't necessarily like it because I don't like stomping on people, but yeah.
A town that I was able to spot across the map, where it like fills in the map markers.
You can build fortresses. Sure. It's just it's right now there is a maximum amount of expansion banners you can place.
Yeah, I know.
Had been
like
dragged across the river. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
They're getting the big walls up.
They're mean business. Let me talk to Lek and other people. I'll be right back.
Is this going to be worth it? I mean, right now it doesn't cost you anything other than time. So in that sense, sure. Why not? It's pre-alpha. You have to like fill in a form to hopefully get access, because there is like a lottery system for people that are signed in to get the early access, or the pre-alpha, I should say. This game will not hit anything remotely close to anything that will require paying for it, I'd say, for at least the next 6 months, and probably even longer. So why there should be a regulate mundane and pointless PvP aggression will make the game more interesting and special. Yeah. Ludak, this game is made by the developers of Foxhole, so it's not trying to be Foxhole, nor will it be Foxhole, but since I am a Foxhole veteran, a bunch of the people in chat are Foxhole veterans as well.
Right, I'm back. I brought that
And like I said, the developers are the Foxhole developers. It's the same studio. It's, you know, that's why we end up with comparing it to Foxhole, because it's the easiest, most readily available. It's not true that they only know how to make Foxhole, because they made Fortified and 1 or 2 mobile games as well. But yeah. Yes, this entire little village is played by villagers that are way smarter than me, and that don't get killed by wolves. Yeah.
Why not?
So it's like, and even if it wasn't made by the Foxhole devs, I think as a game it still is, in that sense, pretty comparable to Foxhole. Maybe Life is Feudal is a good one as well in some aspects. Definitely not all aspects, but
like randomly spawn in the wild or not?
Yeah, the small ones.
Yeah, the small ones. We need to keep going out there and hunt them down.
I mean, I still play Foxhole, so I'm definitely like, I have very big dick energy in Foxhole because I'm Major General now.
1 stone brick.
How is combat? Right now I'm not too big a fan. But that is because we don't have swords. If we had swords, even without the armor, things would be easier. Because hitting enemies while throwing spears is very hard. Because you sort of get the what you get in every game. I don't know if you guys ever played Sea of Thieves, but PvP in Sea of Thieves, ship to ship, I freaking love it. On ships, it's annoying. People are just running and being very twitchy and stuttering around, and I hate it. And it's basically the same here. If you just keep moving erratically, it's very hard to hit you with a spear, because a spear has flight. Now, if we had swords, that would be different. This falls under a Foxhole-like, yes. Although I don't think Foxhole is big enough to warrant its own Foxhole-like moniker. I still think they deserve it, personally. Because I think they sort of invented...
A group of enemies are sailing down the river.
That's south. Okay, let's grab a spear.
Do you have any recommendation of where to find like some stone bricks on the ground?
I haven't seen them yet. I mean, they need to be somewhere, but I haven't seen them yet. Give up, you freaking wolf. What's that? That's a horsey. Okay, at least horses don't attack me. That's nice. Ship to ship, I loved it. I loved like having to aim in front of a ship and, you know, having somebody that could actually sail, like do good sailing and, you know,
Alright, I need to eat food. I haven't eaten food for
getting
a
things
long
like that.
time.
Now, the range of the spear is good, but you can't throw your spear while you're moving, so you have to stand still. And as soon as you stand still and throw the spear, you're in combat mode.
I want to go put my spear back in the town, and then.
If you're combat mode, like this, you like walk very slowly for 5 seconds. So you can't just like do whatever
Oh, fuck me. I
whatever you
actually
want.
brought in the wolf inside our town.
So far the well, besides just getting raided,
Well, I
which
have a weapon, so
definitely
I'll just kill him.
did do no wonders for my mood, it is actually pretty enjoyable.
That man's sitting just outside of range.
Of course he is.
It's already just to chuck a spear across the river and hit someone with it.
You can't seem to connect to the end. Did you update your client, Forian? There was an extra up. So there was an update at the start of. Wait. Oh wow. Wait, where did all the wolves go? They just instantly despawned. It's what we needed as a first line of defense against those guys, wolves. How does the tech work? Okay, so this is so you have a tech bar here. So if you have a tier 1 settlement, which looks different than this, and you build a tool maker and a weapon maker thingy, you basically have enough tech to go to tier 2. Then if you have tier 2, you need things like wait, what did we build? Like the So you need to build certain production structures to get tech in your town, because tech is town based. So if your town has certain things, you can make certain things.
Enemy or wolf?
Enemy.
Yes, there are 3 factions, but right now, wait, where is the enemy?
No, they're not on our side of the river. I just really wanted to try and hit one of their builders, but he sidestepped just a second too early. You know,
So we have the remnants, that's us. There's the ancients, that's the other ones, and there is the pagans, but the pagans right now are not playable, so they are the 3rd faction, but...
I trust someone random to pick up that piece of stone that I just dropped.
Sure.
And I'm going to be out of here now.
Sure.
Where did you drop your stone? Like,
No, I already have stone. It's fine. I already have stone.
I'll see you guys
Hello.
later, possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe
Nice day,
tomorrow. You too.
You have version 1.3. Info on economy, refresh, and connect buttons, but they do nothing. What do you mean by the first test? Like, a lot of people have different ideas about what the first test is. If you mean the test of like 1.5 years ago, then you definitely don't have access to this one. This is pre-alpha. So if your Steam... No, let me rephrase that. There have only been 2 access points where you could play the pre-alpha and could download the pre-alpha. That was last week and this week. So if you didn't get an invite for last week's test and you don't have the Steam thing that says pre-alpha Anvil or Anvil pre-alpha, you don't have access. You probably have a closed test or one of the old tests. So you don't have access, is basically the point. So yeah, to get in these tests, you need separate access. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, Anvil Tech Test is a way earlier version. Yeah. You have access for Red River. Does that count? No, that doesn't count. Yeah? No, that is appreciated, man, but no, it's unfortunately you can't get in then. Could you make my that one? Thank you. That would be much appreciated. We don't know. Like this test today is going to be 6 hours. Tomorrow's test is 6 hours, and if everything goes well, everything will be persistent. So the things that happen today will be there on the server tomorrow as well. But we literally have no idea because we've never had the server up for longer than 3 days. The longest test I can remember, 3 days. Consecutively. So. Okay, let's get the wild meat. Did Hot Mike just leave? Or who did leave? Okay, I can see it in the town who's online and who isn't. Oh, Hot Mike is still there. Fenicky apparently, but not really. So here's another hope with stuff like this is you kind of hope that, you know, maybe they just get bored and don't want to attack you anymore. That's an option as well. But yeah, like I said, there is I mean, I hate it that I got raided, but it is good that we get raided so I can give feedback on, well, on the basis of real experience, and can say like, oh, we really, really need a system that actually takes care of that. At least in my opinion. If they take care of that or not is something different. I hope they do. I know there is more people that are pretty much like me. They just want... they're fine with being a subsidiary town of like a city or something like that. But don't necessarily want to bother too much with the fighting. I mean, sure, they won't necessarily say no, but, you know, it's not a... Yeah. I mean, key to things like that, I still think, is just giving valuable feedback. Not just type in raids suck, this should be ended, or you know, I've seen it with other games. Among one being Foxhole, where people just go fix Logi, or I don't know, fix this or that's OP or whatever. Like, that's not necessarily wrong. The issue is just, you know, give a well thought out feedback on why something doesn't work or why it doesn't work for you, what you think the solution would be, and what would be enjoyable play time. Because just yelling something is bad, it's like yelling in a restaurant the food is bad. Well, that's not helping the cook, right? Is it too salty? Is it too hot? Is it too spicy? Did you suddenly realize you don't like Mexican food at all? Like, you know, who knows? Kill the wolf? There is no wolves anymore. The wolves despawned. So the system is, if you have a tier 2 town hall, wolves will flock to your town every second day or every third day. But after they've been around the town for a day, they will despawn instead of just move away. So, yeah. Hold Mike, where are you at? Is he still in my Discord channel? He is. I don't know. I mean, I'm about to hop off for today as well. That is another feedback I really need them to address is, well, don't need to. I really want them to address if at least possible is people that have RSI, repetitive strain injury, or things like carpal tunnel. I have something in between. It's not really RSI. It's definitely not carpal, but it's similar to that. Like just having to individual click on half the things. Like I haven't shown, but sowing seeds on a tilled field, you basically, at least last test, you have to do that one seed at a time, and you couldn't hold down your left mouse button. Which is annoying, because you plant 20 plants on a tilled field, so yeah. Yes, they do continue. At least so far, every time they just continue. They come back every 2 or 3 days, yes. Could easily steal resources, but destruction of buildings would be economically and time-wise inefficient. That will probably make most of it. Yeah, no, it's basically what we've been talking about quite a while here, is like ways of making raids parts of the system, because I don't necessarily have anything against raids. It's just the senseless violence that people get into with games where they just want to destroy everything. Right? Yeah. I'm guilty of that as well, because if I would be in the raiding party, I would probably be one of the people said, no, burn down their town hall, burn down their town hall. Kill them all. I mean, the chances of me being part of the raid is small, but if I were, yeah, there's a chance I would. All right, did we upgrade? I want to fish, at least, so I can show the fishing, because I like the fishing. It's not great. I think it's sort of partially a placeholder right now. 15 planks, all right, and a hammer. Do I have a hammer? I died with my hammer, didn't I? Yeah, I died with my hammer. Okay, so we grab 3 planks. Hammer's 3 planks. We make a hammer. Well, some people will just destroy things because they can, even if it requires a lot of effort. It's just what some people are like. Which, not necessarily my type of people, but there's also nothing against it. Well, like I said, I don't want raids to be gone. I think it should be an integral part even of the game. It's just... like we talked about, there needs to be like a trade-off. Like right now, as a raider, there isn't that much of a big trade-off about raiding. Like you'll lose some supplies, but you stand to gain a lot. Because if you succeed in burning down the enemy's town hall, a fat chance they'll just alt F4, right? So it's just going to be a balancing act on how can you make raids viable but not too destructive. Yeah. No, yes. Okay, so in concert with that, it is currently the only way to win the game, yes. So in that sense, it is a viable way of doing it. But you could think of like do a sort of a King of the Hill type of deal, or do what Elder Scrolls Online does, where you have to take the throne, which is be the Emperor, right? Like have like a single bit that you have to get to win the game or something like that. I mean, you can play with what the win conditions are between... further than just the very simple, oh, just destroy everything. Which is, I mean, that's fine. That's also fine. I mean, if that's how it stays, I just have to pick my location for my town a bit more careful. So I'm not denying if the end goal of the game is to destroy the enemy, yes, then the best thing you can do is destroy every town you come across. I totally do agree with that, yes. I just argue that it shouldn't be. it shouldn't be the only objective in the game. Economical win condition, cultural
I have an
win.
hour before I might have to go.
Yeah, I'm off in a bit as well. So.
I got myself a stone slab plus 4 stone bricks.
Ooh, nice. Fuck, we can't.
And I'm just running with my way back so we can get enough stone to actually finish upgrading that damn thing.
Must be repaired? Oh, crap. Oh, shit. Totally forgot about that. Okay, we have repair. There we go. But yeah, it just and that is a personal thing, right? Like, I would love for other games to have different end goals than to just crush the enemy as well. Like, I just think it makes for interesting strategies.
Wait, how do you manage to wait, does this...
Whatever. This is just planks. So
Just planks, just
yeah.
upgrade, got it.
I mean, I just wanted to go fishing so everybody can see the fishing.
Yeah, that's fine. I cannot tell if that wheat is fully grown or not.
I think it is, but I'm not entirely sure. Because I remember it being way higher if it was done, and I think it's less less yellow if it's done. It's more the color of the roofs here when it's
golden
done.
color, yeah.
Yeah. Like, you can't store... The storage rules are always... They're limiting for a reason. Like, you can't just put stuff away. I totally get that, but it's so annoying realizing, oh shit, I can't put that away, I can't put that away, I can't put that away, I can't put that away. I'll get used to it over time.
Where the hell is a shield? We got sword, but no shields.
Isn't that an extra upgrade? Or is that... Wait. That is a good point. Is that in another production building now?
Weapon. It's armor maker.
Ah, okay, yeah. No. So not the roofs. So you upgrade the entire thing. So you have the upgrade here. So you can upgrade the lumber mill to
and should we just
tier
try
2
to build
lumber.
another handheld cart again?
Yeah, sure. How many planks is that?
It need 20 planks.
Oof.
Goddamn, why it's so expensive? I mean, handcart was the most expensive thing we had at town, and they just stole it from us.
Yeah. So you need to upgrade the things individually. Is basically what I wanted to say. So it's what I did with the workshop. I just upgraded to workshop, so now we have access. Like, normally you have access to this. Like, tier 1 workshop gives you the axe, the pickaxe, the hammer, the torch, the hoe, and the scythe. And if you upgrade it, it gets more health point, and you get the fishing pole, the large axe, which requires iron. The large pickaxe also requires iron, and the trap. The trap is pretty good because it, you know, traps people. Very good against bears. So upgrading the houses right now, if I would give advice to anybody playing Anvil, for the love of God, do not upgrade your house. You can, but you're using planks that could be used for something else. What it does, it gives your house more health points, which is neither here nor there. And it gives you 3 more inventory slots. So instead of 3 inventory slots, you will have 6. Oh no, oh no, oh no. This is the foxhole devs. Don't ever assume that whatever you do will not hurt your teammates. It will. A trap is a trap. But yeah, seriously, don't use like I can't stress this enough. We've had a lot of drama, and generally I don't care about misuse of resources. But the fact that people use planks in large settlements to upgrade their house is annoying. Last test, we had 40 people in our town, basically a city at that point, and we had multiple people upgrading their house. That's 10 planks per house. That's not nice. Trust me. Trust me on that. Like, we were like, oh, we're doing good on planks. Somebody asked, like, how many planks we have. We have 98. And, like, 10 minutes later, we had 5 because, like, 8 people upgraded their house. And like I said, I'm usually not against it, but planks are... Right now in Anvil, things are expensive. Like a log, at best, will give you 3 planks, depending on which log you have. So the different tree types gives you different amounts of planks. I didn't really explain that, but let's explain that. So you can have with the silver honey, which is the one I have right now, you get 2 planks. The pine tree also get 2 planks, and the other, I forget what it's called, but gives you 3 planks. And each adult tree will only give you 2 logs. So at best, on a per tree basis, you get 6 planks. So 6 planks is the maximum you get from one tree. So upgrading your house is costing 2.5 or 5 trees, depending on which one you use. No, that's not true. 2.5 or 3.5. Whatever. It's like, and that's fine if it's 1 person, but if it's 10 people, that's like a lot of trees. And trees, you can replant them, sure, but they take time. I mean, it's not as bad as Life is Feudal had it, because if I remember correctly, Life is Feudal had a very long tree growing stage, but yeah. You now sleep in a house? Yeah, but that's the thing. You don't sleep in a house. It doesn't give you anything. No, I get your point. It's cool, and I mean, everybody makes that... I think almost everybody makes that mistake in Anvil once. Like, upgrade their house and then find out, yeah, it's not really worth it. I mean, the extra storage capacity is nice.
They're using broad axe, and that means somehow they acquired iron.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
So we were under attack by wealthier.
Yes. Tree farmer just provide wood in order... Yes. Right now, the market isn't really working. There was a market mechanic that we didn't really get to test because the one test it was in, it wasn't working, nor were there enough people to actually do it, to actually trade. But yes, right now you can just trade by just saying over chat, like, is there a town that has stones? And they say, okay, what do you have in return? And you say, well, I can bring you, I don't know, 20 fish, and 20 fish, there we go. So fishing pole, you equip the fishing pole, press 1 to make sure that you have it in your hands, and then you go search for a fishing spot, which miraculously disappeared, and I can see it again. There we go. So you see the circles in the water. You hold down your right mouse button to aim, and as soon as you're close to where you can actually fish, it turns white. I do know colors. So it's yellow outside if you hover over where you can actually fish, and fish are, it turns white. You left click, that throws out. Now we can see that our hook is in the water, and the game will tell us, or at least, yeah, fish is hooked. Left click, and we've caught a fish. And if we open it up, we caught a White's Island dace. There we go. And you can see the white bar on the side. On the hammer and the axe and stuff, that's durability. So the more you use it, the durability goes down. On food items, if it has a white bar, it's basically how fresh it is. And if it loses its freshness entirely, you can't cook it anymore. Not sure what it turns into. If it is going to be spoiled food, rotten food, or not, I don't know, because I usually just drop off my food before that happens, or alternatively, I die, because I seem to be very apt at dying. You can put the fish in the oven, but you'll have to look at the wiki. I'm pretty sure K-Bat said they
Hey,
released...
swords now.
Nice, thank you. Nice work. I got 2 fish. I'm looking for more right now. So you can see that they're building like a large wall. Oh, there's fish. I'm not sure how easily it is going to be to mod for it. I mean, right now we're in pre-alpha and it's all closed, so you only get in on after you're loaded in. So yeah. Wait, I was talking about fish. So yeah, if you have an oven, I'm pretty sure only the oven can prepare fish. You can make a fish meal, which I forgot what it's called. Oh, that's where I was. Yes, K-Bet said they released a wiki on the basis of last playtest. That should probably be anvil.wiki.gg or anvilempires.wiki.gg. One of the two. I don't know which one, but I don't think the hearth does do fish. If we grab that, put more fish in. Fish. Oh, it stacks. I forgot. Yeah. There's 3 fish in the hearth, but we need an oven to get the recipe for fish, right?
You could just... You're fine. Wait. I think it's an oven. I think we need an oven.
Yeah, but that's 6 stones, I think, for the oven.
Oven, stones that we don't have.
Yeah. Well, I gotta bounce before I really fuck up my wrist, so I want to play tomorrow as well. So,
Okay.
I hope that the town is still here, but if it isn't tomorrow, I'll deal with it. It's gonna be fine. Which one is mine? We can tell because there is a banner on the outside and the one that has the white banner because we're French. Wait, what? No. That's yours. So you can distinguish your own house by looking for the French flag, the white flag. Excuse me. Sorry. So we put the axe in.
Oh no.
Spear, and we'll grab the. That we'll put the fishing pole. The fishing pole doesn't use durability, which is nice. And now I'm stuck with the repair things over here. But yeah, thank you all for being here. I'll be back tomorrow, or at least that is the intent. To be back tomorrow, roughly the same time. So that test should start earlier because today we had a bit of a rough start and it was postponed like half an hour. So that would be 6 o'clock my time, which is like 3.5.
Well, so I'll be gone for a long time. Have fun.
All right.
Enjoy
Yeah.
your day.
Bye-bye. But yeah, so that's it for me for now. I should be back tomorrow, and thank you all. No, it was my pleasure, DMD. Like I said, I'll be back in, that would be 20.5 hours is roughly when the next tests start. This one will go on for another 2.5 to 3 hours. If you're looking for other streamers on Twitch, I know that Moydog is streaming, Dury is streaming, Cronus might be streaming. I'm suspecting Bear is streaming as well, but I didn't check. I don't know if on YouTube other people are streaming either. Maybe Creepy Banana. Maybe Red Donut. But yeah, you'll find it yourself. I'll be back tomorrow. Have all a wonderful day. Rest of the day. Morning, afternoon, or night. But that's it for me. So have a good one. Good night.